Gratefully Bookish here, and I'd like to welcome you to my first ever YouTube channel. For the video that I will be doing today, I'm going to be doing a book review. Thought I'd start off something simple and easy. The book we're going to be talking about today is a poetry collection that was written over the span of 4 years. And I think what's really cool about the fact of not writing all the poetry down at once and having it span out over a long distance of time is that you can really see the author grow as a writer, but then also see how her journey and how her poetry changes in acceptance with her wisdom that she's learned in those past 4 years. It's The Girl Who Runs with Foxes by Jade. This is quite a new book. It was published in October of 2020. I wasn't able to get my copy until January 8th and started reading it immediately because I could not wait. I thought this is it's a beautiful book. It's a poetry book that has 4 different sections in it. Each section is based around different themes. So if I can find here, so there's moonlight, thunderstorms, sunflowers, and fireflies. And moonlight is kind of about the mistakes that someone makes in life, and it also follows the pain and more nitty-gritty of mental health. This book it's around mental health and mental growth and depression, and it's overall a really good mental health poetry piece. Thunderstorms, it's heartbreak and pain, so that means just heartbreak and pain in general. The next section, Sunflowers, is about moving on and learning self-love and self-acceptance. And Fireflies is about looking back and being in the present and realizing that your life is not limited to the present, but there's also a future for your life that you just haven't discovered yet because it's not the part of your life that you're in right now. 2 of the things I really like about this book is the artwork. Every couple pages there's line art that goes with the poem that it has. There's this one. They're really cute too. They're colored. Some of them are colored, some are just simple black and white ones. And also I thought something that was also cool that I haven't actually seen this in books that much, especially in poetry books. In my personal experience, I haven't seen it, but she wrote down times. So this one says 8:30 p.m. and the next one says 10:30 p.m. And I'm assuming that's the time that she wrote down each of the poems, which I thought was kind of cool because, that's just an extra little thing that kind of, just adds a little bit more personality and thought into it. So here's the cover of it. Here's the back. I got this off of Barnes & Noble's, their website. That I would definitely say that everyone should at least read this poetry at least once. I would recommend readers to be at least 13 and plus because there is some language in it, but the main reason is because there's heavy themes, as it is more of a mental health piece. There's themes around rape, abuse, assault, death, trauma, depression, suicide, but there's also themes with love, motherhood, friendship, self-love, and illness. It does include a trigger warning just right there, as it is a sensitive topic. But I think it's a topic that people need to be more open and accepting to, that like these things happen, and it's not necessarily something that you have to be afraid of. And this book definitely did not make you, this poetry definitely does not make you afraid of those things necessarily happening, but it does make you aware that, you know, it can happen. But I think what the best thing about this is that in the ending, it's all about forgiving and accepting what has happened and self-love. So it's really just, it shows how you can have a journey of a painful past, but then come out on the other side completely, you know, different from what happened to you. Jade is an amazing author. I actually follow her on Wattpad. She has a couple books, fan fictions of when she was around my age, that she was writing. I reached out to her on Wattpad because I was new, and I was just like, hey, can you give me any advice? And she was so kind. This book review is definitely not biased. Whenever I get a book, I definitely look at it with a clean slate of mind, because I think if you come in with a biased look, then you're not going to be able to have a complete understanding, or you're not going to have the same experience with the book as you would have with a book that you have an unknown author with. I definitely came into this book with a fresh mindset, as if I had just picked this book up, which I did. I wanted to support her as an author, but then also as a mother, and she's just really kind. So overall, it's a great book. And usually I'm into more of I would definitely say I'm more of a fiction reader. And there was a point in my time in my life that I didn't like poetry. It wasn't until really this year that I started to understand it more. And I think that's because I have grown as a person, but also more things have happened to me because I am older. And that's one of the things I love about poetry, is that not only is it from the author's eyes, but it's also from the reader's eyes, because the poetry pieces can mean different things to different readers, and it could mean something to the author but something completely different to the reader, because it all depends on what has happened in their life and what experience was happening in their life that they're reading it. So overall, I think poetry is a great thing to read. I couldn't put it down once I got it. I think I got I skimmed all of it, if not read half of it all the way through. I just could not put it down. It's definitely one of those books that you get and then you're like, this is really good, and then you recommend it to all your friends, and then you want to go out and get more copies for your friends so that they don't miss out. It's definitely one of those books that you just want to share with everyone you know, because it's so beautiful. The word choice that she uses and the style of writing that she uses is absolutely beautiful. I never really had a appreciation for the language that people use and the word choice until I started writing my book, and it's opened a whole new set of eyes for me, not only as a reader's eye but also as an author eyes, it's a very beautiful book. I give it a 5-star review. I mean, honestly, poetry is kind of like that thing that you can't really go wrong with. It's just, I highly recommend if you want to check it out. The link will be in the description box. It's beautiful. I mean, poetry is, art, and this is a really pretty painting of her life. So the book is called The Girl Who Runs with Foxes by Jade, and I believe it's like around 205 words, and on each there's like a poem or two for each. There's like a poem for each page, so you get around like 200 poems. There's like really nothing I can say wrong about this book. The only thing is that I would say reader advised, because since it is a book about life, there's heavy topics in it, and I know I've said this, I'm just rambling on now. But, life honestly should be rated 13 and up. I mean, by the time you get to the heavy stuff, if you didn't get that stuff earlier in your childhood, it definitely, life is heavy, and it's a roller coaster. It's, in the end, it all turns out all right, but like, especially during this time, it's so crazy. And honestly, this is like one of the books that is now keeping me sane, because anytime that something happens to me, I can just go to here and feel understood and feel validated, because someone else is having these emotions as I am, and it's amazing. I mean, definitely try to check it out if you can. Book, the link is again down in the description. Thank you for watching my first video. I hope you liked it. I'm trying my best here. I got one of my friends to help me edit, so thank you. Thank you, Marshmallow Sketchers, for helping me edit. You are amazing. Thank you for anyone who watches this. Bye.